We block and push the attack. Jump, kick, slash. Matthew Jensen is doing some sort of really sweet deal with Darksword Armory. Basically, the assignment was to do something cool with the sword. If you happen to have a Darksword Armory sword, then you get bonus points. Figured, hey, why not? Let's do something silly, do something fun. I thought back to when I was a young child playing Prince of Persia, Sands of Time, and the sword fighting and all that stuff was super fun. And I was like, maybe for my cool thing, I could try to learn a Prince of Persia, Sands of Time move from the video game. So I went and searched up on the YouTubes and found an old part of a playthrough where someone shows off all the different combo moves from Prince of Persia. We're going to pick one, and then I'm going to try and do that move. We're going to take a look at some of these combat moves and see if there are any that look doable, or at least something that I can do that will look visibly similar to what is happening here. Okay, so first thing, running over people. I don't think that's going to be the one. Stabbing with a dagger, that seems very doable. Okay, back handspring. On a side note, I do wonder about the ability to do cartwheels and back handsprings and front handsprings while holding a weapon. Because I've seen that in video games. I've seen that in things like Star Wars. But if we look, let me see if there's a good picture of his sword here. Here you can see there's not really a cross guard. And so I wonder, like, putting your sword on the ground real quick, if there's no cross guard and it doesn't matter if it's exactly flat, I think that could be doable. Or same thing with the lightsaber. There's like nothing that really sticks out or impedes. But if you have like an actual European style sword, if you're trying to do some sort of tumbling or acrobatic skill where you're putting your hand on the floor and you don't angle it quite right. But yeah, that's something maybe I'll try a cartwheel or two and see what that's like. So far, yeah, jumping off the wall and doing some type of dive roll. Okay. Oh, yep, just a direct stab. We might be, standing front tuck. That is, yeah, that's tough. And interesting guard position. Looks like he's kind of doing a crab walk. There is a type of guard where you have the sword extended like that, except it's pointed a little bit more forward and like away from you. So that way, if you get hit, it doesn't immediately go to your face. Like there's a buffer zone there. Okay. Ooh, that might be the one. Let's see if he does that again. What was that? That was about 1 minute and 6 seconds. Okay, so we'll go back. If he doesn't do that again, we'll go back. I think he's still doing stuff in a fist when he's doing like a back handspring. Oh, wait. Okay, let's go back to that. Yes, all right, that seems like the one here. Hold on, let's break that down. Okay, we're gonna slow this down. Settings, playback speed, let's go to 50%. Okay, so we're starting in the guard position, the crab guard position. I don't know why the dagger is like this. Maybe, okay. So you have like a propose 5 or something. That looks easy enough. So we block and push the attack. Jump, kick, slash. So like a twist, sort of tornado kick type thing. So block, step with the right foot, and then kick over again with the right foot and slash. Then cartwheel over, stab. Okay, I think that's the move I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna go outside, do a couple of twists, and see where we end up. I'll probably try it with a curved sword as well. I'm going to try it with the Alexandria sword, but I'll try it with the curved sword as well. And I guess I'll do some B-roll showing the two swords that I'm going to be using. Here I have the Alexandria sword from Darksword Armory. Has a nice peen block. Here it is in the scabbard. It has a slightly larger handle than the original Alexandria sword. Swords I was using outside of the scabbard. Great mirror polish. You can see the large taper. Here is the killage I was using. On the crossguard of the killage, you'll notice a little bit of wire. I put that on there because the guard was made in 2 separate pieces and put together and started to come undone a while back, so that just holds it in place. Here I am doing a quick warm-up, just doing a spin on my heel because it looked like, there was some of that, and then I did some jump spins, and then it seemed like the next thing to do was just to take the jump spin and tilt it a little bit to the side. So that's what I started working next with the kick. Just trying to get the kick to head level, and goodness gracious, I am a chunky monkey. So there I am just envisioning what this is going to look like with a sword. The first thing I did was actually get a foam sword because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to hit myself or not when I was doing this. So I wanted to make sure I just got a couple reps in doing both the kick variation and taking the kick out because, You know, if you can hit them with your leg, you could probably just hit them with the sword and it would be faster. But I did both variations, just making sure I wasn't going to hit myself. And then I wanted to do some cartwheels and just some random things because there was all sorts of that shenanigans in Prince of Persia. So just tried a couple variations of those to see how easy it is to get through a handstand with this sword. And then I did a front handspring. It's been a while since I've done that, so it did not look great. But yeah, you can do some minor acrobatics with the sword. Here I am with the curved sword. I wanted to start off with one that was a little bit shorter, just to make sure I didn't, again, accidentally like hit my leg or something. Here I am in the fantastic crab guard that you see in Prince of Persia, and just doing a couple tests here before I try to actually cut a water bottle. After doing it with the Killage, the single-handed sword for a while, I decided to go try it with the Darksword Armory sword. Now, this does have a little bit of heft to it, but it's not too bad using it one hand. I think for some of the cuts, I actually decided to bring that second arm around and use the second arm to assist with the cut. Oh yeah, so here I wanted to see if I could connect the twists just to see what would happen. Maybe at some point I should stack a bunch of water bottles and just see if I can hit a bunch in a row. But here we go. Here's the first one. And yeah, that cut went pretty well. The second one here, you can see I just cut a little bit into the bottle. I just aimed it too low and hit the wood post. The sword was actually totally fine though. The wood's not that hard. That one, pretty clean cut. And then I did a couple of follow-up cuts. Here, I wanted to try a sheath cut, is what Shad calls them, since they were talking about drawing your sword from the scabbard and then cutting immediately. Since this has such a strong taper, I wanted to give it a try. I'd never tried it before with this type of sword, so I just wanted to see what happened. It was a little slow, but that's probably because I'm not very practiced at it. Then I did a couple follow-up cuts, and now it's time to try the Prince of Persia move with the longsword. Here I am in the crab guard. Oh yeah, that happened. I just filled the water bottle with my psychic prowess. I think the kick was a little low there, but nice clean cut. I am not a martial artist, so any of you guys that are, you can tell me how bad my footwork was. And here's what I think a more practical move would be if you are going to actually go around in that crab guard position and you just parry and then immediately cut. Quick side-by-side of the 318C Alexandria swords. Well, that was my attempt at doing the Prince of Persia move. Tried my best. Not bad for one day. I didn't want to do too many more attempts because the ground was starting to get wet and slippery. And also, it's 112 degrees in Arizona where I am right now. So it's just really hot. So hopefully you guys thought that was fun, and hopefully you'll be inspired to go try something fun yourself. Stay safe. Bye.